Hey guys, real quick, I'm going to go over the directions for the movie project just in case you forgot exactly what it is you need to be doing. So go on Google Classroom. First off, you'll also see that I uploaded the final exam review as well. So work on that review, and there's a video for it. And this video is a little bit different. I didn't go over really like giving you the answers directly. I pretty much just tell you what you need to know, and it's up to you to figure that out, figure out the answers to those questions. And so this is due whenever you take the exam, the review is, and this is extra credit. So you'll get 7 points added to your exam grade if you do the review. And it's basically vocabulary, so it's not hard. But anyways, go down to the movie project, and here you'll see the rubric. And then also I've added a video as an example that we watched in class. So that if that's not working here in a little bit, I'm going to upload it to YouTube and then put it there. But either way, it'll be there. So open up the rubric. When you do, of course, this is what you'll see. So just to walk you through again, so first off, you'll have a title slide. So obviously that's where your title goes. Pretty self-explanatory. Make sure your name is on it. And then a thesis slide. So again, think of this like a research paper almost. So you're going to follow the outline of a paper, and that's how your video is going to flow. And so your thesis statement is like your intro paragraph. It's stating what the topic is about. So you should give me a sentence that tells me really what it is that I'm going to see throughout this video. And be specific. And honestly, the more specific your topic, the easier it is. So right from the bat, I should be able to tell what this is about and what to expect throughout the video. And then, of course, your topic needs to address at least one historical theme, historical culture, region, people, or social issue. So like I said when I first went over this is pretty much anything. Almost anything you want to do, you can do for the most part. So it can be a social issue, something that's going on right now. It could be historical theme would be like slavery. You could do like slavery over time in different areas of the world, or you could focus on one particular thing. Or it can be just one event, like the Holocaust, World War II. So really the goal is to pick something you're interested in learning more about. So that way this makes it a little bit more fun. You actually enjoy what it is that you're learning instead of just doing something that's assigned to you. So it's really wide open game on what it is you pick. And it doesn't have to be anything negative. You could do something positive too. Like the development of Italian food in the United States and how it compares to Italian food in Italy. So it doesn't have to be, about like death or anything like that. You can make it enjoyable. And then it says support the thesis with 8 to 10 pieces of appropriate evidence or facts. And so that's just going to back up your thesis. So all of your facts and stuff should build upon that thesis statement. And so again, think of telling like a story. So for example, if you're doing the Holocaust, you would start with your thesis statement, which gives me the whole big idea what the Holocaust was and the kind of impact it had. But then you're telling a story. You start with, how did the Holocaust begin? What are some things that started, like the Nuremberg laws and stuff like that led up to the Holocaust? And then, how they were forced into ghettos, and then from the ghettos onto the trains, which led them to the concentration camps, and then to the final solution. And then you would end with liberation, with Americans and the Russians coming in and liberating these camps, and and overall the impact of the Holocaust and how that helped create the UN. And there it is. So just think of how you can tell a story with it. How did something begin? How did it progress, and where is it now? Same thing if you're dealing with social issues. How did that problem begin? What started it? How has it gotten to this point? What's going on now? And then what can we do to help fight this problem? So always just think of telling a story and how you would get the story across to the people watching the video. And then include narration. This does not mean you talking. I don't want you talking in the video. So the narration is really just the words. It's the subtitles and stuff that you use typing in your presentation. And of course a piece of music, at least one piece of music. It should say 3.5 minutes instead of 3 minutes 50 seconds. So at least 3.5 minutes in length. You can use more than one song. Just make sure you fade in and out and it sounds good. And then at least 7 sources overall. And this is coming about like the facts and stuff like that. Obviously you're going to have a lot of sources when it comes to the images and things of that sort. Try to use 7 different sources when it comes to the facts that you find. And so if you are running into a problem of not having enough, then just do more, add more to the topic in order to get what it is that you need to make it long enough. And of course, little things, make sure it flows well. Make sure you don't have too much writing on a single slide. And it's also good too if you can fade in and out. So if you have multiple points on a slide, if you can fade in and out each point, because it just makes it easier to read and stuff like that when you're looking at it. The more jumbled it is, the more confusing it is, and the harder it is to really read and follow. So don't have too much writing on one slide. I don't want to say like an entire paragraph on a slide. That's way too much. So make sure it flows well. Of course, make sure the song and the presentation line up with each other as far as the length. And so whenever the song runs out, then your presentation should come to an end as well. So make sure those line up equally also. So just little things, to work on. As far as what programs you use, you can really use any program that you want to use that you can use to make a video. You can even use PowerPoint as long as you automate the slides to move, automatically, which you can choose how many seconds that is, and you can export it as a video. So you can do that as well. In fact, actually, the videos I make for my business, that's what I do with Keynote. Is I make the presentation in Keynote, have it run automatically, export it as a movie. So you can do it that way. If you're having a hard time getting a song into the video, whatever software you're using, last resort, just get it on your phone, and whenever you present, you will plug your phone into the speakers, and then we'll just push present on your device at the same time and get it to sync correctly. So that's kind of last ditch resort that you can do with that, just to make sure that it works. And again, make sure the song is appropriate. And get the edited version if there's any vulgar language in that. So that should cover pretty much most of it. Of course, if you have any questions, be sure to email me, preferably not like at 10 o'clock on Thursday night. So try to get started enough time to where you can ask me questions before. Definitely in class. I'll be giving you time in class to work on this. So make sure you ask me questions where you have enough time to actually do a good job and do it well. So remember, this is your last test grade. So you should blow me away with it. I'll talk to y'all soon.